Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 4. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so let's start with Candice. Candice said that even though her boyfriend, Chris, fiance, I guess I should say, embarrassed her at the white t-shirt party Monique had, she said she's gonna let it go because she got bigger, she got bigger fish to fry. Mama coming over, and this mama looked like they gonna incorporate her quite a bit this season. And I already told you guys what this mama is. This mama is Potomac's version of Mama Joyce, okay? Involved, expects a lot out of her daughter. Evidently, mama shows up once a month and stays with them. Okay, I'm like, does the mama live out of the state? Like, otherwise, why is she staying with her once a month when she got her own place there? So maybe I missed that part. But when the mama come, she have a floor to herself. Now, they say that she live in a condo, so I don't know how many floors we got, but child. Anyway, Chris says, he cool with mama. I was like, you better be. This is the mama that you don't want to go against. Okay, Mama Joyce called Todd lemons, and fuck, they've been together, what they said, married 5 years now? Has it been that long? Anyway, mama want to walk Candice down the aisle. Okay, so that's how extra mama is. And, so she's got to deal with her, like I said, overbearing, overly involved mama. Now, later on, Candice's sister comes over, and they started this hair business together. So she's coming over. I guess she's looking at some new textures with her sister, and she's telling her, look, you need to step it up some because mama trying to take your place. Is the mama in the business with them? Okay, maybe there's a part that she left out. Now, the mama is a successful therapist, so obviously the mama got some bread, and maybe the mom was a silent investor, and maybe that's why the mom feels that she can be so involved. But Candice is telling her sister that, no, you need to come around more so that mama can get out the business. So as far as I'm concerned, if the mama didn't put some money on it, then maybe I guess that would be her reason to say something. But otherwise, if you're not involved financially, then really, what is you saying? You can't be running my business like that. I said, Candice, girl, you got to have a good talk with your mama. We still don't really know exactly what the dynamics are with Candice and her mom yet. I don't know if she has the same relationship that Candy has with Mama Joyce. I'm not quite sure. But it's obvious that mama used to running shit, and she's bumping heads with her daughter because Candice knows what she wants as well. Now, Monique, she's the extra busy mom. This seems to be her thing, that they keep presenting her as somebody, that's got all these businesses and she got to take care of her 2 kids and, they rental properties and what every other business and, charitable foundations and all these other things that she's got going on. We see her as the day after the party. So it's still people at the house. They're talking about the argument that she had with Robin. She said that she had no idea that Robin was pissed at her for this. But Monique is mad that Robin accused her of paying for this fan page. Now, somebody said on my Instagram that it turns out that fan page is run by Monique's brother. That's come out recently, I guess. I don't know if that's true or false, but interesting. But as of the show, Monique is acting like she don't know who runs that page. She got way more things to do than trying to be coming at Robin through a damn meme. Later on, Monique and Chris go to see her pastor. They go to him once a month, she said, just for guidance and making sure that they on the right track. And they talk about a miscarriage that she had. I guess during the off season, she got pregnant and then she lost the baby. And she hasn't even had time to really deal with it because she's been so busy. They're trying to tell her that she needs to deal with it and everything. And she says, well, she just kind of one of them people that, compartmentalize things, moves on. But something tells me that she's going to be dealing with that in this season. Now, Ashley, she goes to see her therapist because she says that she also needs some guidance. So this is when we start to hear the background on Ashley's life growing up. We get a little bit more insight on Ashley's relationship with her mother. Okay, now Ashley, we all know, feels this overwhelming need to take care of her mother no matter what. The therapist asks her, has it always been that way the other way around? Ashley says, nope, actually it hasn't been. Sounds like, the mom kind of shuffled Ashley around when she was younger. Okay, always because she was running behind some other nigga. And Ashley may have been with her grandmother or with somebody else. And, she remembered. So this happened when she was 5 years old. They didn't say it happened anymore, but something tells me that there may have been some times when mama might have been more concerned with herself than with her child. And for whatever reason, Ashley has turned that in her brain, or at least the way they're making it seem on the show, is that she's got to take care of her mom so that her mom won't leave her again. That the mom still don't really put her first, but the mom realizes that Ashley is helping taking care of her, so now she tolerates her or deals with her. I mean, I'm sure the mom loves her, but you can see where there might be some problems in this relationship. Like the mom might be unfairly relying on her daughter to help her. So the therapist asks her, okay, and then your relationship with Michael. Ashley says again there that Michael might be with her because, she kind of takes care of him. I was just like, well, I don't know about that. Maybe because you was young and cute and fun and bubbly, and that's what he was doing at that moment. But, if we were going by what Ashley said, she said that he's with her because she takes care of him and all of that. And if she didn't do that, then he probably wouldn't want to be with her as well. I side-eyed this a little bit, but I was just like, okay, we gonna let her have this storyline. And the therapist was like, okay, well, you need to get to the point in your life where you realize that people love you and want to be with you simply because they love you and want to be with you, not because of what you can do for them. The people that want you to do for them all the time, that's the only reason they're conditional love, then that means that they don't really love you, or that you are going way out of your way to help somebody that don't fucking need it or deserve it. So she's telling her that, y'all don't let me get these psychology books out on that ass. Let me get back on track. So the time comes when she has to talk to her mom, and her mom comes over, and I don't know if it was just me, but I'm looking at the mom kind of like, okay, mama, let's see what you really about here. So they're gonna have lunch. Okay, Michael's not there, so it's just Ashley and the mama. And of course Ashley is telling us she feels bad because she's feeling like, she's gonna have a talk with her mom. Her mama's gonna get upset, and she feels like she's being forced to make a choice. But damn it, we here, might as well say what I had to say. Michael got a problem with your no good ass nigga that you got at the house. Okay, y'all been together 15 years. He don't do nothing. He's never done anything for you. He is sucking the life out of you. Now, this man evidently is Ashley's youngest sister's father, and that they've been together for 15 years. In these 15 years, he has made the mom be self-doubting, and Ashley said that he's ostracized her from the rest of the family. I think even Ashley said that she doesn't take care of herself the way that she used to, and everything is just this man. This conversation was so sad to me because, realistically, I can't imagine you being able to tell somebody, you need to leave this person, and they'd be like, oh, okay. But the whole thing is, so when you guys bought her that house, you guys already should have known that this woman is grown and she's with this man, and it's not that easy to just be like, well, my daughter bought me a house, so you gotta go now. And the mama is taking up steadily for him, saying, he's not that bad. And Ashley was like, he just cursed me out. And she's like, well, he don't curse you out all the time no more. The mom is really trying to take up for this man. And there's in no way in her conversation does she sound like she's ready to put him out or anything. So Ashley gets so frustrated, that she gets up and kind of goes away, and then she comes back. Okay, tries a new angle. Well, I got some things that I feel like, you need to do to kind of get back to yourself. She done wrote it down and everything. I'm just sitting there listening like, ooh, Ashley, this is really not how it works, honey. This is really not how it works. And you might really have to kind of unattach yourself from your mom enough for her to realize that you guys mean business. Okay, but Ashley, once she sees that her mom starts to get upset, that she's really kind of trying to put her foot down as far as this no good nigga is, concerned, Ashley is like, I would never leave you. I would never stop taking care of you, right? You know that, right? It's like she's begging her mom to let her use her money or her husband's money and possibly put their marriage in jeopardy to help the mom. It's a sad situation because there's so many dependent relationships in there. And I feel for Ashley because you could tell that her guilt was really just making her, that's the reason why she keeps on doing it. And the mom may or may not knowingly be taking advantage of her daughter. Okay, because she knows that all she got to do is pout and look upset and be like this, and then Ashley's like, I'm not gonna ever leave you. So I was just watching that and I said, "Ooh, this is way deeper than I think even Michael realizes." And that when you married Ashley, it looked like you didn't marry the mama too. Okay, so I don't really know how this is gonna turn out. I could talk a lot on Ashley and her mom, but we ain't got that kind of time. And then lastly, Gizelle. Okay, Gizelle wasn't at the white t-shirt party. Okay, because she's doing press and stuff for her new makeup line. You guys all told me that she's going to be in Target. Okay, brick and mortar. And Target is a great placement. So great for her. I still haven't seen the makeup, but you know what? Fist pump of righteousness for black girls doing it for themselves. Okay, all right with that black girl magic. Anyway, Robin gets her up to speed of what happened. And Robin I hope she watches this season and realizes, at least for the first 4 episodes, that her disposition is so stank and nasty. You have turned into something so unpleasant. So she tells her how, when the reunion was over, that Monique apologized to her and Juan, for whatever she might have said at the reunion that upset her. But then, Robin was pissed about these memes. She couldn't understand how you say one thing at the reunion and then, then turn around and laugh at, a meme. Obviously, you was trying to make Robin feel like she was lesser than everybody else on the show. And then she even tells her how Ashley walked up and starts talking about how unhappy Robin's life is. And Robin was like, I am happy. And Gizelle's like, well, fuck, I feel bad because, I done finally got me some rich man ding. Even though I done riled up and talked about everybody for the last couple of seasons. Okay, now I ain't on that no more. Now I'm happy and everybody else is fighting. So Gizelle has decided that she's going to try to fix these problems within the group. And you know what, another thing that Gizelle has going on that's made her quite happy is that she's going to write a book. Actually, she has a ghostwriter. And she's going to meet with the ghostwriter so that they can, kind of just chop it up about the ideas about the book and whatnots. And what is this book about? Well, you guys know that Gizelle was a former first lady for Pastor Jamal Bryant. It was a very large church up in the DMV area, wherever it was. And, it all came to a screeching halt, a big blow up, a lot of scandal. Gizelle finally lands on her feet. So now she's ready to talk about it. She didn't want to talk about it back then, but now she's ready. Okay. But even though she knows all the secrets, who is in and who is out of the closet and all of that, she said she would never put that out there. So this book is loosely based on her life, and that it's going to be some things that might relate to her and other things that might not. I was like, the church community gonna come for that ass, but Gizelle seems to be happy about this book. Now Gizelle does tell us that, look, she knows that Karen is one of those ones that sometimes you just got to meet and talk to face to face. She's trying to call Karen. Karen won't answer, sending her straight to voicemail. So I guess she finally gets Karen to agree to meet her out for lunch. Because Gizelle says quite simply she wants her friend back. Totally different Gizelle, ain't it? So they meet up at the restaurant, and Gizelle sees Karen and gives her a hug. And she's like, oh, girl, you looking good these days. And Karen was like, excuse me, I look good all my life. Right then you see that Karen don't really see it for Gizelle. Karen already told us she don't really know where Gizelle is coming from these days. So then Gizelle says, well, you know what? I just want to apologize because, we've been knowing each other a long time and I just thought that I could joke around with you and I wore the shirt and, I thought it was funny, but you didn't think it was funny. Well, Gizelle, listen. You have a habit of picking at people and poking fun at them at their expense. You were malicious and you was hateful and you was gutterball trash, baby. You went so low, I couldn't even get a broom to sweep you up. Gizelle knows how this goes. She tells us sometimes you just gotta let Karen put you in your place, and once she's satisfied that she's done that with no pushback, then usually Karen will come around, and this time is no different. Gizelle, honey, I forgave you a long time ago. So good, we can move on. So while she's sitting there talking to Karen, she tells her that, hey, I'm writing a book and I want to have the girls all over, so that, you guys can listen to an excerpt. Evidently they got one chapter out. They shopping the book around right now. She was like, okay, so what's this book about? And she was like, oh, fictional. It's about the church and, loosely based on me. And Karen was just like, I don't know about that. What about the girls? And Gizelle was like, well, the girls have to deal with their dad in real life. Now, the shit that they daddy did really happened. So I can't be worried about the kids being upset about something that's in a fictional book. Okay, they got the real life bullshit of their daddy. So that's kind of how Gizelle sees it. So then we get the book reading. All right, and first guest there, Charisse. This girl been on 2 episodes in a row. They ain't giving her too much time, though. I guess I can deal with her in small doses such as this. But anyway, it's a garden party. So, you know, the girls are dressed appropriately. You know, Gizelle has on a beautiful tea party-like dress, and Charisse shows in the same way. Robin is there, okay, with her old stank face. Karen shows up. Well, Karen is not quite in the tea party dress. Karen is really more in, I got a event to take care of at the club dress. And they was just like, yeah, it's not really tea party. She was like, it doesn't matter. It's light. It's orange. Nice and bright. So they sit down. They still waiting on Ashley and Monique. And, you know, Charisse is trying to say how she hadn't seen Karen in a long time. But you know what? They're going to try to have this be a nice and positive conversation. And Karen's like, I know you're not talking. Bitch, the way you cut up all the time trying to talk about being nice and positive. Karen was like, bitch, I don't see it for you. The black broke Bill Gates. Okay. Yeah, I didn't, she ain't forgot. Anyway, Ashley, Monique get there. Okay, the fashions definitely have gone down. And Monique is usually cute with her tea. I mean, I remember that first tea that they had. She was on it. So I was just like, oh, maybe Monique didn't quite know. But anyway, they sit down. Why are we here? We're going to listen to this book. That damn Gizelle get to reading and stumbling and shit. Monique says she can't read or write. The book is about a girl named Ginger. Well, obviously, we thinking about Gizelle and her. First, it's sort of like Ginger and Gizelle, and then Gizelle with her hair color and all that. Anyway, she's talking about, she's reading a little excerpt, and the girls are sitting there listening, and Charisse says, well, Ginger sounds like a stripper name. And Gizelle was like, well, I mean, I told you, some of it just relates to me and other parts don't. It's gonna be all good. You know, everybody kind of not real sure about this book, but the real reason why we're here. Okay, Gizelle was like, okay, ladies, I just wanted us to get together because we're not having fun anymore. You know, they was like, amen. And she says, and most of the reason seems to be because of Robin and Ashley. So she's kind of trying to, you know, delicately bring this subject along. Robin was like, bitch, I'm fine. Like, I don't have to be Ashley's friend. And Ashley was like, well, I would expect that of Robin. But contrary to what she thinks, you know, my mom is going through some shit with a ain't shit nigga as well. You know, I do want the best for Robin. And that's why she tries to talk to Robin about her problems. And Robin was like, listen, I already told you why Juan and I are together. It has something to do with finances and convenience and all of that. And child, next thing you know, Robin is so pissed at Ashley, like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, why do you keep coming for me? What did I do? I mean, that was genuine. She was pissed. And Ashley does have you know, she does get under your skin because she seems to place herself in your problems, give you advice that you did not ask for, seemingly to forget all about her own goddamn problems. And, you know, like my grandmother Rose used to say, keep on living, baby. Keep on living. Ashley does have a way of getting under your skin, and she did. But as far as Ashley is concerned, she feels like Robin smiles in her face and, you know, talks behind her back, and Robin was like, I don't never smile in your face. I was like, shit, Robin don't smile at all lately. Gizelle steps in and says, well, Ashley, maybe the better way to look at this is that you don't get to know somebody by throwing negative shit in their face. Like, that doesn't open somebody up to want to be your friend if you trying to be their friend, but you always tell them about where they fuck up in life. And Ashley actually receives that. Well, I am going to therapy. I'm trying to fix it.
Well, that actually makes me feel better that at least you admit that you are trying to fix it.
Now, we move off of Ashley and we move on to Monique. And Monique is pissed. Like, she's madder now than she was even at her party. And Robin was just like, okay, let's talk to Monique. Okay, Monique, I think you were mostly upset about the fact that I said that you paid for somebody to run that fan page. Monique was like, well, really, why I'm pissed is, you know, you acting like you was so nice to me all last season when you said a lot of shit behind my back. And you guys know all last season, Robin complained about Monique and talked about her behind her back basically. Monique probably did have reason to feel a certain way about Robin. That's why, you know, she kind of went off on Robin. So I understood where Monique was coming from. Robin was shady towards her last season. But Monique had no idea, all right, until they got to the reunion or until she saw the season. But then Monique also has a certain way of going from 0 to 100. And Gizelle steps in again and she says, well, Monique, okay, in Robin's defense, you did admit that you go from 0 to 100. Maybe you can go from 0 to 50. Can we work on it with that? Monique says that, yes, she can try to rein in her temper some. So now them two seem to be okay. And again, Ashley says, you know what? I got so much shit going on in my personal life. Like, I really don't want problems. I don't want no smoke with Robin. Okay, so I apologize. And so then now they're all friends. And I was just like, well, listen to look at this. Maybe there's been some progress. Now, I don't know what we're going to do for the next, 14 episodes that they got. We already know that they ain't going to get along like this, child. But I was just like, well, that was a mature enough episode between black women at the table. Let's see how long it lasts. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. Get on back to work. Stressful day. One of these days, I'm going to tell you guys about my stress. Let me get through it first, and then I'll share. Let me get on back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and the rest will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.